All right. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be meeting the leopards of Congo after defeating Gabon. And if again Nigeria succeeds in winning DR Congo, it then means that they will be becoming the representative of Africa in the playoffs. Like hope is alive. Hope is very much alive because the same way that Nigeria succeeded in winning Gabon, my instinct tells me that they also win DR Congo. And once that happens, they then becomes the champions of Africa in the playoff in preparation of 2026 FIFA World Cup. So invariably, Nigeria will be heading for the intercontinental or interconfederational playoffs. And if Nigeria carries out this assignment perfectly well, my instinct tells me that they'll be heading into the 2026 FIFA World Cup based on those countries that we play it to. Because by ranking, Nigeria is being ranked above all other countries that will be participating in the intercontinental playoff. Nigeria is being ranked above all of them, which is a bonus to Nigeria, which is a very big bonus. But all the same, we should not undermine DR Congo. DR Congo they have been fantastic to a reasonable extent, most especially in the qualification stage of this FIFA World Cup. Because out of the 10 matches that they played, they won 7, drew 2, and then they lost 1. And guess the country that they lost against? It is actually Senegal. Senegal is actually the favorite. Like if you are to pose Congo and Senegal, Senegal is the favorite to win it. And every other match that they played, they won 7, surprisingly to people. So that's not really a bad performance. And then in the last AFCON that was played, they came fourth. And then South Africa knocked them out through penalty. That's okay that the country is also good. The team is also good. As Nigeria came second in the last AFCON, Congo came fourth. And then they got defeated through penalty shootout, which is something big. And then Nigeria should not really undermine them. Though we have our hope, we keep our hope alive. But that doesn't take away the fact that Nigeria should prepare very well as they are about to meet DR Congo. And then that being said, in terms of world ranking, Nigeria is being ranked at the 41. That's FIFA ranking. Nigeria is the 41 country in terms of FIFA ranking, and then DR Congo comes 70. They are in the 70th position in terms of FIFA ranking. Then coming down to African ranking, Nigeria is ranked 5th, and then Congo is ranked 11th. That's to tell you that there is a kind of difference in them. The gap difference to a reasonable extent is huge. That's to tell you that Nigeria is a better footballing nation compared to that of DR Congo. But even at that, at this very point, every team gets serious. And then Nigeria is so passionate at this point in time. Nigeria has become passionate. I don't know what happened before now. Probably it was because of their bonuses that they are being owed that made them not to be serious. Well, because they didn't have a good coach ab initio. Where you have Pizarro and then you also have Finidi George. Probably those coaches were not good enough. And then, or maybe Nigeria did not put out their best at the beginning stage, which was what resulted into this critical situation that Nigeria is in right now. Though Nigeria is coming out of it, from the look of things, Nigeria is coming out of it, and then there's every possibility that Nigeria will be heading to the next FIFA World Cup come 2026 if they are to continue with this their wonderful performance that they are carrying out. Imagine scoring up to 8 goals in 2 matches. It is stunning. It is wonderful. It shows passion. It shows seriousness. It shows commitment into the game. And then I thank God that the Super Eagles of Nigeria is actually doing it better. So in this very video, we are going to talk about the players that the Super Eagles of Nigeria should look out on. The best players of DR Congo, their meetings, that's their head-to-head performance, and also what the Super Eagles of Nigeria should do for them to continue maintaining their victory, just the same way that they carried it out against Gabon. One or two things need to be done so that Nigeria will also cross over DR Congo. And then once that happens, they will then become the representative of Africa in these playoffs. And also, we are going to look at other countries outside Africa that will be engaging in this playoff, and then the nature and the format that it is going to be carried out. But before we do that, please do click the subscription button to support me. We are actually heading into to 300 subscribers, so it doesn't cost you money, it doesn't cost you much. just tap the subscription button, and at the same time share your decent opinion in the comment section, and also share this post so that it can get to other people as well. So let us go back to our business of the day, which is the match between DR Congo and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. First thing first, Nigeria and DR Congo, they have met up to 6 times. They are head to head. They have met up to 6 times, and then out of those 6 times, DR Congo succeeded in winning Nigeria 3 times. Nigeria won twice, and then they had one draw. And then the first 2 times that DR Congo won Nigeria was actually around 1966. That was when they were still bearing the name Congo Kinshasa, probably during the era of Mobutu Sese Seko, the then military head of state of Congo, who was also a tyrant. So it has been far that the first 2 victories of Congo came around that kind 1966. After which they played again in 2010, which Nigeria won, and in 2015 Nigeria won also, and then in 2018 there was a draw between the two nations. So that is their head-to-head statistics. And we also meant to understand here that in this qualification stage, that DR Congo got 22 points. That's to say that they are even ahead of Nigeria in terms of securing points. They were able to get up to 22 points, and then out of those 22 points, they had 7 wins, 2 draws, and then they lost once against Senegal. And then another shortcoming that this Congo DR has is that they do not know how to score many goals. Their inability to score many goals. Most of those countries that they won, they just scored 1 goal. They didn't score much. It's only 1 goal. And then in that of Senegal, they scored 2 goals. They were leading Senegal with up to 2 goals. Then before you know it, the table started turning. Senegal equalized, and then they took the lead, which made it to end in 3-1. Sorry, in 3-2, which was the only defeat that Congo suffered throughout the qualification stage. That's to tell you that they are not all that bad. Yes, their performance is not all that bad. Imagine playing up to 10 matches. They drew 2, lost 1 against Senegal, and at the same time they won 7. So even though they won 7 matches, they just won many of those matches with 1 goal. That's to tell you that their finishing, their attack is not all that strong. But all the same, we should not use it and then look down on DR Congo. So now, if the Super Eagles of Nigeria succeeds in winning DR Congo, like I said already, they will become the representative of Africa in these playoffs, which will qualify them to go intercontinentally, or let's say interconfederationally, whereby there are 6 countries that will be participating in this playoff. Though the that of Africa, we are yet to find out. Same thing with the that of Asia. Same thing with that of South America. We also have the that of North America. You understand? Because the playing is still ongoing. And then for the time being, as of the moment that this video is being made, we are yet to know the exact countries that will be playing it. But in summation, 6 countries will be playing the playoffs. Understand? And then hopefully Nigeria might be one of those countries. So the that of Nigeria, if they win Congo DR, it then means that they will be representing Africa. And if Congo DR wins Nigeria, it then means that Congo DR will be representing Africa. And also we have the that of Asia, whereby the that of Asia is between Iraq and United Arab Emirates. Understand? They'll be having their own on Tuesday. They will be playing their own on Tuesday. So it's between Iraq and the United Arab Emirates. We also have the one that is coming from Oceania, which is New Caledonia. They are also coming for the playoff. Then after that, we have the that of South America. That is where you have Bolivia. Bolivia is representing South America, and the that of North America. We are yet to know the exact 2 countries that will be coming there because they are the hosts. We have Canada, USA, and Mexico. These are the host country of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So because of that, they have the benefits of producing 2 countries to play the playoff. So right now we have Haiti. Haiti is inclusive. We have Jamaica. We have Korea, and then we also have one other nation like that will participate. We have Panama too. Panama is also involved. But for the time being, we are here to find out the countries that will be playing the playoffs because we are still in the qualification stage. And then once it is done, by Thursday, it will be drawn. That is the intercontinental playoffs will be drawn. The fixture, the timetable will come out. Then we know the country that is playing another country. But for the time being, as it is still ongoing, we can't really tell. But in summation, we have 6 countries that will participate in. One is coming from Asia, one from Africa, one from South South America, one from Oceania, which is New Caledonia, and then we have 2 coming from North America because they are the host country. Understand? If we cut across Canada, that is 2026 FIFA World Cup. It will cut across Canada, Mexico, and USA. So they have that benefit of producing 2 countries to play the playoffs. And then as it is right now, we have what we call the seeded nation. That's the seeded countries. Based on FIFA ranking, some countries are ahead of other ones. And then it happens that Nigeria is fortunate enough to find themselves to be at the top of FIFA ranking. They came 41 in FIFA ranking. Understand? Which makes them to be eligible. They stand above others in the sense that they will not be playing other ones like how it is. The first and the second, based on ranking, FIFA ranking, will not play a kind of mini semi-finals in the playoff. Rather, they will just be waiting for the other 4 to play among themselves. I don't know if you're getting the point now. Like, out of those 6, 2 countries will not be involving in the intercontinental playoff because they are being ranked the number 1 and then the number 2 in terms of FIFA ranking based on those countries that qualify for the playoffs. The first and the second, based on FIFA ranking, will not be playing the semi-finals of it. You call them the seeded nation. You understand? And then the remaining 4 that will play in it will play a kind of a mini semi-final. Out of those 4, 2 will be eligible to come and join the seeded nation in playing the finals. And then don't forget that 2 countries globally or internationally will come from the playoffs. Just 2 countries. So out of those 2 that is coming, those 2 that will be winning the mini semi-finals will cross over and then play the seeded countries, which can be Nigeria or maybe Jamaica. It should be Nigeria or Jamaica also. Because after the rating, after the first one, which is Nigeria, the next one will be, I think it's Jamaica based on FIFA ranking. So 2 nations or 2 countries from the other 4 will come and play Nigeria, and then the other one will probably come and play against Jamaica. And then any country that wins will then join the rest of the other countries that will be playing the FIFA World Cup. So 2 nations or 2 countries will be coming from the playoffs to join the other 46. That is to make it 48 in total. So that is that. And then from the look of things, Nigeria will be eligible. They will actually qualify for the next FIFA World Cup from the look of things right now, because I can't really say that the like of Jamaica, or let's say Bolivia, or New Caledonia, or we have Iraq or United Arab Emirates or Haiti or Panama will win Nigeria. If that becomes the case, I actually doubt if it can happen. I actually doubt if it can happen. But all the same, in football, it is not really over until it is over. But we have high hopes that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be making a spot, will be booking their spot in the next FIFA World Cup. So, having said that now, we then look at the players that Nigeria should look out for. That is DR Congo players that Nigeria should be looking out for. These are dangerous players that if Nigeria they are not careful in the game, they might cost them the game. You understand? Number 1, we have their captain, which is that's Mbemba. This Mbemba, he plays for Lille, has also played for Marseille, has played for Porto, and at the same time Newcastle. And then don't forget that he scored the winning goal against Cameroon. The only goal, 90 minutes plus, against Cameroon. He scored it, and then that was the end of the game. That was the end of the game. And this Mbemba is actually the captain of the team, and he is the defender, a centre-back defender. So after Mbemba, we also have another player that in Nigeria should be worried about, and then they should also be careful based on how they go about holding him down. We have Cedric Bakambu. Cedric Bakambu, he plays for Real Betis. He has also played for Al Nassr. He has played for Galatasaray as well, and then he is a forward. And Bakambu, during the qualification stage, scored 4 goals. and provided 2 assists. So GA, he has 6 goals and he has 6 because he scored 4 goals during the qualification stage. After that, he also provided 2 assists. That is Bakambu. Then after him, we also have Theo Bongada, who scored 3 goals. And then he's a winger that plays for Spartak Moscow. He's also a tricky player. He's a tricky player. And then the defenders of Nigeria should be wary about him. Then we also have that of Geno Wissa. Geno Wissa scored 3 goals and provided 3 assists. And then he actually plays for Newcastle. That's to say that he's good. Any player that is playing in Premier League is good, and then he's a starter. So the defenders from Nigeria should be wary. He's also a striker as well. He can as well play as a left winger. Then after him, we also have good players in Congo DR, where you have the likes of Twanzebe, former Manchester United defender. We also have another player that we should look out on, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We know how good this guy is. You understand? Even though in terms of pushing attack, he's not all that good. But defensive wise, he's so good. He has good tackling. He has pace. And he's strong as well. And then I just can't imagine if these people single out Aaron Wan-Bissaka to hold down Victor Osimhen. My instinct tells me that this guy can stop Victor Osimhen unless they put the ball up in the air, unless the ball goes aerially. That is when he might not be able to stop Victor Osimhen. But if it is on the ground, this guy can hold down Victor Osimhen because he's such a good defender. Yes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then after that, we also have it that the draw will be carried out on Thursday. That is the fixture of everything. By Tuesday, the playoffs might have completed internationally, globally. By Tuesday, everything might have completed. Then we have the fixture to come out by Thursday, like from next week. Thursday, that's when it will be released. Then we know the country that Nigeria will be waiting for, and also that of other countries. So that is that about that. And then things that can be done for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to cross over DR Congo, just the same way that they crossed over Gabon. One is this. Avoiding mistakes. I've been lamenting on this thing. I've been complaining on it that if these people keep their cool and then avoid mistakes and errors, that they will definitely go far. Then these mistakes and error always comes from Stanley Nwabali, the goalkeeper. The guy, like, I think he needs a competition right now. At this very point, I think he needs a competition because his confidence is so high. He feels that nothing can be done to him, that he's now untouchable, that he has cemented that goalkeeping position. Like, this guy must do something that will attract people's eyes on him. If he doesn't do it, then it is not Stanley Nwabali. And then sometimes this thing might cost us. Against Gabon, he made the same mistake. Understand? Sometimes ball will be coming to him. Instead of him to clear the ball once, he will want to trap it. And then before he finishes trapping it, opponent is already very close to him. That was why he almost sustained an injury. And then there was also another one that he played, which hit the body of an opponent. Luckily, the thing went towards throwing side. Just imagine if it had gone back to the goalpost. What would have happened? So he actually needs to do better. You understand? Mistakes and error. I thank God that of True Sekong has been corrected, and that he now sits on the bench. And then Frederick is a good option. In fact, he's even better than Ekong self. So it is very good that an option has been provided to displace True Sekong. So that one has been taken care of. So my worry now is that of Stanley Nwabali, if he can do better. Then again, in that midfield position, maybe Onyeka or Onyedika should go in the central midfield and also in the defensive midfield and lock side with Fred Ndidi. Iwobi is a good player, but let Iwobi be a kind of a more attacking midfielder instead of him playing in the central or in the defensive role. I think he can perform better there because Iwobi, once you place huge work rate on him, you will see Iwobi underperforming. So I feel that should be the best thing that can be done for Iwobi so that we can bring out the best out of that very midfield. Understand? We can actually bring out the best out of that very midfield. I'm not undermining the intelligence of Iwobi. I'm not undermining the creativity of Iwobi, but just that any athletic game, any energetic game tends to consume Alex Iwobi. So if he can go up front, play the number 8 role, I feel that it will help the team more compared to when he plays as a central midfielder. So after that, we also have it that Chukwueze is a good player, but I feel that Chidera Ejuke is a better option now. You understand? Like immediately he came into the game against Gabon, everything changed. And he also had to record his name in the score sheet. So Ejuke should start ahead of Samuel Chukwueze. And then if this coach is able to correct all these things, I feel that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will do well. Already, Victor Osimhen will be leading the attack. Then Simon Moses, maybe from the other flank, or maybe Ademola Lookman should start from the other flank. Ademola Lookman, yes, every day must not be your day. Understand? In the last match, he couldn't do well, but in other matches, he has been doing well. And then I believe that against Congo DR, that he will also do well. So starting him is not going to be a bad idea. If he starts, or if Simon Moses starts, it is still okay. All we need is let us at the end of the day get a good result. So this is my analysis of the match, my preview analysis of the match between Nigeria and DR Congo. So you can take to the comment section and put across your decent comment based on how you are going to see the match, probably based on goal prediction, things that Eric Schiller need to do so that Nigeria will achieve success and stuff like that. But in terms of my goal prediction, I will say that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will taking the lead, probably 3 goals to 1 or 2 goals to 1. But anyhow that it will be going, I'm not speaking based on emotion. I'm actually speaking based on my research, and then based on statistics, and then based on teams antecedents, that Super Eagles from Nigeria will actually be taking the glory. So let's know your opinion in the comment section, and click the subscription button to follow this channel. It doesn't actually cost you anything to do that. Just click it, bam, and then we continue to go. We are heading to 300 subscribers right now.